Feed me more.
WWE news. Ricochet signs with WWE. If gifs of indescribably creative wrestling moves have ever flooded your social feeds, there's a good chance it was a new WWE Performance Center signee, Trevor Mann. That name's not really impressive. That you were watching. Better known by the ring name Ricochet, Man 29 of Paducah, Kentucky, officially reported to the WWE Performance Center in Orlando, Florida. The decorated high flyer has captured countless titles over his 14-year career, including championships on 3 separate continents. Among his many accolades, Man has twice won Pro Wrestling Guerrilla's annual Battle of Los Angeles tournament, probably been paid pennies on the dollar, and he's only the second American in history to win New Japan Pro Wrestling's Best of Super Juniors tournament. The first was WWE Hall of Famer Eddie Guerrero. Standing 5'9" and weighing 188 pounds, because that's what this writing has, Man brings an astonishing assortment of aerial moves to the ring. He first earned notoriety in Japan for eye-popping double moonsault, and his 630 senton remains one of the most potent weapons in his arsenal. Man, who credits Guerrero, Rey Mysterio, and The Rock as 3 of his in-ring influences, was inspired to pursue sports entertainment after watching the Great One and Stone Cold Steve Austin do battle at WrestleMania 15. Ricochet, as I've actually met him, I love, by the way.
Ricochet?
I love that as soon as Mark for Life starts doing the wrestling news, for the first time on the show, you guys checked out and go to your phones.
Listen, I love Mark.
You can't relate to it at all, right?
No, it's just, I'm so glad the pressure of having to read it and fucking up the names is not there anymore.
But you're so disengaged with what's going on. You're not even...
I was listening.
I feel like I'm just talking to our
Listen, Mark's great.
Thousands and thousands of listeners out there.
I know, but Mark's great, and I love him to death, but I love your voice way more than Mark's. And don't take offense, Mark.
Hey, easy, bitch.
I know, that's why.
Hey, Mark, you don't call her a bitch. If you call her a bitch, you call her a big bitch. Huh? God damn it.
Both of you, I swear to God.
All right, Mark, let's go ahead and move on. I think it's a good thing, though, that Ricochet is...
Who is that?
He's an independent wrestler that he's a high flyer, a lot of aerial moves.
Wow, that's
yeah, I have a concern, not with it. I'm very happy for him. I met him. He's a great guy, great human being from everything that I've seen. And I'm glad he's going to WWE because I think he will learn, and I think he already knows psychology and selling. There's a thing going on where guys, they throw out old psychology from wrestling of selling the moves, where they just do a bunch of moves over and over and over again, which you're completely, so for the hardcore following, because they pop on that kind of stuff because it's so out of the norm from what they've seen before.
And it just draws them in.
But it draws in, it's a disconnect for regular people that are like that. If you were to watch it, it's turning wrestling into ballet, into a ballet act rather than into a fight where you're watching it not
you're
because
watching them catch in the air and then drop them down, and it's
there's a way to do it with psychology still, and it's just there's and everybody has different opinions on this, but I think you can't erase the rules of wrestling where it is 2 guys stepping into the ring or 2 women, and you want to suspend everybody's belief that they are in a real fight.
True.
The style that they do with this stuff throws all that out.
You're right.
Well, they'll do
like the lucha guys do,
but they'll do 5 moves in a row to each other and no sell them, and then sell the 6th one. It just doesn't make any sense. No. Rather than learning proper psychology and learning when and where to put the moves in, and it's not a knock on it. It's just, but there's no end to that because you could sit there and say, well, how do you up that then?
It's like when Pettis and
you got to do 20 moves in a row to each other and not sell them. That makes if you take a headshot, you get hit in the head, you go down.
Yeah.
Thank you. And you're a UFC fan.
Yeah.
These guys don't live by that. They'll fucking pile drive each other and do these fucking reverse hurricanrana, fucking Canadian destroyer moves, and they pop right up and act like it's.
But they also, It's that lightweight thing of I'm so little. If I got hit, I'm not gonna go down because someone little is hitting me. You're not seeing a Ryback go up against these little dudes.
That's a very valid point. But then you're just saying that guy's offense against another little guy is completely. When a little guy fights a little guy, like
it's never gonna work.
Like the impact should be the same. Still,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get it. It's gladiator versus gladiator, no matter what.
But it's a small percentage of people, and I don't give a fuck what they think. Like it's not pro wrestling. Right. It's something, and you can't market it as pro wrestling. It's like it's okay. You can come to one of the fucking shows at Vegas. Those are professional acrobats.
Right.
Wrestling will never be that.
Right.
They could try to do that, and there's a place for all those moves still. And it's like people like that's not knocking the fucking moves. It's knocking the no selling of the moves. These moves look fucking amazing. Sell them. That is the beef. And a lot of people, that's why a lot of old timers have problems with this stuff, because these guys are throwing out all the rules and thinking like, because they don't know psychology. And that's the bottom line. And it's like,
Stone Cold said so, sorry.
Yeah. But like guys you look at a guy like Seth Rollins, he can do all that stuff, but he knows psychology and he knows when and where to do it. And like there's a right way to do it and a wrong. And I'm not saying Ricochet doesn't know. He's just done matches on the independents where that all goes out the window. And I just think it's like anybody can go in there and do 100 moves to each other and get right up. Right. You really can. It's not saying that your backflips and things but learning moves in wrestling is the easiest part of wrestling. It's the psychology and understanding when and where, trying to make sense of stuff that doesn't make sense, if that makes sense.